What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to the first ever Marquee matchups of FIFA 19. That is right guys, Marquee matchups is here for completing the whole set. We're going to get a premium goal players pack, and in the meantime we have got Chelsea versus Liverpool, Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid, Rio Ave versus Boavista, and Feyenoord versus Vitesse. The bronze pack method, the silver pack method are back in full force and definitely viable again this year. If you guys wouldn't mind doing me a solid favour, hitting that thumbs up, but most importantly, hitting that bell so that you get notified when my videos go live. That would be much appreciated. Let us start as we mean to go on. Chelsea versus Liverpool. One Chelsea or Liverpool player seems reasonable enough. Premier League Chelsea. Have I got any untrads? No Chelsea untradables. I don't want to use either of those really, so let's get rid of the untradable filter and just have a look at who we've got for Chelsea and Liverpool. Now I've got plenty of players here. What are the other stipulations? 72 rated, 2 rare players, 85 chemistry. I mean, this seems easy. So 2 rare players. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use Caballero. We're going to pop him in there. That's one done. Now, after this, we need a 72 rated squad that has 2 rares. So you can get away with using silvers and bronzes in this team. And you don't even have to use a single other Premier League player. So at this point, guys, go to your minor leagues or your major leagues with the low rated players and just find them instead. I know for a fact that if we went to, for example, Germany, and I'm going to use players in my club, but I want to show you guys. And we went to left back and we went to gold. And we went to 500 coins. We could buy one of these guys. Boom, job done. That's that. So now we can do Bundesliga down that left-hand side, right? Because Bundesliga is a viable option. There's plenty of options there, plenty of players there. For a centre-back from the Bundesliga, there's viable options. And we're looking at 500 coins, right? You could even expand your search to 600. I'm sure you'd get an infinite amount more players. You'd probably get pages of players. Yeah, look at that. Pages of players at 600 coins. If we then went and looked at centre mids, and actually you don't even have to use centre mids, but you can still get centre mids for 500, 600, no problem at all. You could also look at cams, which would probably be cheaper for this because people are looking for centre mid, so you could probably get your cams for like maybe even 450 out of the Bundesliga. And you know, you might want to be smart and look for just German players, but even if not, you're still going to get, it's not like really heavy on chemistry, so it doesn't matter. And then for a left mid, there's no left mids, but potentially left wings. No left wings for 500 either. How about for 600? 600, no left wings. This might be one of those ones where we actually look for the rare player. Let's go for one of the rares. So 600 to 750. No left mids. You could also use a centre mid here and no left wing. So Bundesliga is not going to be great for that. But bottom line is you can go, like we could have got a left back, a centre back, and a centre mid from the Bundesliga for super cheap. Now obviously we're going to go. I'm actually going to go into the Bundesliga now and do it and show you guys that it's super effective. And even like you know, if you want to use rare players, we could have gone and used Plattenhardt. Have a look at him. I mean, he is less than he is dirt cheap. You know, a German player from the Bundesliga that's rare, dirt cheap there for Plattenhardt. Do you need to use Plattenhardt? Probably not. What I want you guys to know is that you should be using bronze players and silver players from bronze pack and silver pack method. What we're going to do as well is go to the Bundesliga here. We're going to go and get ourselves our next centre back. I'm just going to go for one of the low-rated German players here. Oh, I've got an untradeable that's rare. I should use him because he's untradeable for me. Oh, no, he's a good card, though. He's French from the Bundesliga as well. I'm not interested. We're going to use this guy. And, of course, he would be probably no more than 700 coins. 350, 1,000 max bin there 3 minutes in. I absolutely am sure that he wouldn't be much more than about 700 coins. Another 1,000 there, another 1,000 there. So he's not selling for 1,000, which means he's way cheaper than 1,000. We're then going to go for the Bundesliga centre mid role. Again, if you use CDM or cams here, way better. Now for me, Genta is untradeable, so I'm absolutely going to use him. And then on the left-hand side, we're going to go for a Bundesliga player again. Now there's a lot of players here. I wonder why they are so expensive. We're going to use Tommy here, and have a look at his price. He's relatively expensive, but you know what? I don't need to use him. We don't need to use him at all. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the Bundesliga 3. We're going to get a bronze player instead because he fits perfectly. He's untradeable for me too, and he would almost definitely be 200, 300 coins maximum for a German left back. So same league, max 4. We're absolutely fine with that. And we've got a bronze in there now. Have we got any Bundesliga? Oh, look at that. A German league striker there as well. That's great for chemistry. That's great for... We've got the Liverpool-Chelsea player. We need a 72 rated squad. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to Spain. Spain is another one that just has an absolute abundance of players, shiny or otherwise, that we can use here. So I'm not going to use that Murillo card. I am going to use this Mandy card because I can't imagine he has much value at all. I mean, 1,200, no one's buying him. There's so many, 1,000, no one's buying him. So he's like a 900, 850, 800 coin player. In at the right back spot for La Liga, we now have our 2 shinies covered. I'm going to use Javi Lopez. He's untradeable for me. But once again, this is a zone where you can just get away with using anything. What have we got for bronzes? We've got an English bronzeman there. Let's go and get our next English bronze player. We don't have do I have any more English bronze players? What do we have for bronze? So a cam and a right back. That actually might be enough for us to get everything done here. We pop the cam in there. We're 70 rated, 84 chemistry. So the right back, if he doesn't give us the rating, that might be the problem. And he does give us a rating. So this, guys, is a super, super cheap way to do it. You know, a couple of golds from the major leagues with the how many there are. They're just super cheap. And then bronzes from your bronze pack method. It's easy as you like. Mixed players pack. Not the greatest pack for your troubles, but you wouldn't be expecting to pay too many coins for that. Next up, guys, Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid. Now, we're going to need one Real or Atletico player. And we'll go with... Let's have a look at what we've got for Atletico Madrid first. If I've got any untradeable... Oh, I have that Murillo card, don't I? Oh, no, I've got Gelson Martins untradeable. What else? What other stipulations have we got? So 74 rated minimum. So I'll probably go for a full goal squad here anyway. 85 chemistry, 3 La Liga players... Maximum of 3 clubs. Now that is interesting. That is really interesting. What we're going to do, guys, is we're going to take... Now, we don't need rare players. Obviously, I don't want to use Real Madrid. We're going to use Kalinic here. We're going to pop him up front. That's our Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid player. Now, we need 3... So, basically, you're going to go for a Liga Santander squad here. You can get away with using other things here, but it's not going to be easy. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go into Leganés, and this is going to be our first club. We're going to take as many Leganés... Okay, so there's no Leganés players. Alaves. So we got a lot of these guys. So we could take him, we could take him, we could take him, we could take him. We're going to get rid of this guy. We're going to pop all of these in. So the left mid, the CDM, Happy Days... Now, obviously, we don't want to use Atletico Madrid anymore. So for the rest of this, we're going to have to try and fit in one club. Now, we've actually got a couple more Alaves players that we can use. What I'm going to need, though, is some defenders. Obviously, I don't want to use Barcelona. Getafe, not enough players. Girona, some centre mids. I can put both of these guys in at cam, CDM. That's going to be good for chemistry. The right mid at right back is going to be good. I don't know if that's exactly what I want to use. I kind of just want some defenders out of one of these clubs here. Now, obviously, only one defender there. If any of these clubs has 2 defenders, centre-back, a left mid, and a goalkeeper, this could be the one for us. Let's see what we can get out of this. So, we're going to put Piatti in at left-back. We're going to pop in Javi Lopez in there. Damn. This is still going to be tricky. This is going to be tricky. It's because we're not going to get the chemistry. We're going to have the clubs, but we're not going to... I'm going to need to go and get one club. Now, the benefit is that if you have lots of bronze players, you can just fill up with some high-rated golds and then throw in some bronzes. Now, if we do put Giudetti in there, I basically need a club that's going to give me defenders. Like 4 defenders is what I kind of need. Real Betis. Let me have a look at... I just need a club with defenders, and preferably common defenders because they're cheaper. Real Madrid I'm not interested in. Real Sociedad not enough. Eibar only 1. Obviously this is just my club. There we go. Sevilla is going to be the one. Sevilla is going to be the one for us unless there's Valencia. I've got Valencia defenders too high rated. Villarreal. Now this is definitely the one because I know that these players are relatively cheap. So we're going to put in Leun, Victor Ruiz, Mario Gaspar and Juan Costa. Now, I believe they're cheap. 400 coins for him on open bid. I don't know what we're looking at. I mean, again, bottom line is, if we go to the transfer market, so we've already got the chemistry here now. So if we put back in, if we actually put in Giudetti, and if we put in Sereno, we're going to be fine for chemistry. What I want you guys to do is to not copy what I've done here, but instead go to Spain, go position defender, put like a max buy now to about 600 coins, and just go to a club. And just find every individual club that has a lot of defenders. So Athletic Club, none. Atletico Madrid, obviously none. Leganes, none. Here we go. We've got one. And it doesn't even have to be gold. So this club has one defender. It could be any. It could be bronzes and can be silvers as well. Maybe, I mean, by looks of things, this is going to be an expensive squad. An expensive setup because everybody's going to be looking for defenders. I mean, I've been buying and selling defenders from this league a lot. Koke's the only one there for 600 coins. This is surprising. The only other way you could do it... I mean, there is another really easy, very, very valid way to do it. And what you could do is take your... So for me, if I got rid of all of these players, all of these defenders, everything, I'm going to show you how to do it. Right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, so what I went and did is I went and got a club that is completely different to the setup that we've got, and I put them in instead. And I went with Bournemouth because I know these Bournemouth players are utterly worthless. They are like 300-400 coins. I mean, 900, 700 there. All of the Bournemouth players are the same. And so what you want to do is basically you want to get your Atletico Madrid or Real Madrid player and put them in. You then want to just get 2 players from one club from La Liga because that then gives you your 3 Liga Santander players. Or alternatively, if you have 3 Atletico players or 3 Real Madrid players that you're happy to dump in, use them and you get the leeway of using 2 clubs from another league. Then just go to one league and find a full squad. Bundesliga is great for it. Premier League is great for it. I mean, I've got a 77 rated squad here. It doesn't need to be that high. So even if it's a team from a league that doesn't even have full golds, championship teams, Stoke would be a great way to do things. Stoke have got really cheap players. They've got silvers and bronzes that are cheap as well. You'd be able to get it for nothing at all. And we get a jumbo gold pack for this. I actually think these stipulations for a jumbo gold pack aren't very good. I think Real Madrid versus Atletico is going to be too expensive for what you get from the whole set. Next up, Rio Ave versus Boavista. So we need 3 Liga NOS players. And there are brick slots in this one as well. So we're going to have a look at what we've got. So obviously we've got a lot of golds. Now there's actually no rating on this one. You just need 2 gold players. I would highly suggest that you use the golds from this league. And the reason why I would highly suggest that is because otherwise you're going to be stuffed. So we're going to use... What is it? Boavista and Rio Ave. Now, do I have any of these players? No Boavista players. No Rio Ave. Brilliant. So what I'm going to do, so we need Liga NOS players as 3. So I'm going to get a Liga NOS left wing. We'll use that guy there. We're going to get a Liga NOS right wing. And then what you need to do from there onwards, guys, is just use and utilize and abuse the bronze pack method. We're going to pop Rafa in there. And then up front... I'm going to go with Wilson Eduardo because he's strong links into Rafa, so it gets him full chem. Now, we only need 80 chemistry here, so we are done. You don't even need a gold player here. If you had a bronze striker, use him instead. What you want to do then, for these defenders and goalkeeper, you literally want to go and get your English League 2 or English League 1 or French League 2 or Calcio B or Bundesliga 3. You want to just go and get these players. So bronze in there, no problem. I don't have any right backs from English League 3 or centre backs. Do I have a left back? No. Do I have a centre mid? No. So I'm going to go and buy them from English League 3 for 200 coins a pop, and I will be right back. All right, guys, so I've picked up the players that were needed. So you need the players from the same nation is a maximum of 4. Now, if you do use and utilize bronze pack method a lot, you'll know that this will just be easy. You'll just be able to go to any league that you've got, pop these in, and job done. If you are short on chemistry, you can just go for a club, you know. Number of players in the squad, 9. How do I not have 9 players in the squad? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It says I don't have 9 players in the squad. I quite clearly have 9 players in the squad. What are you saying to me, EA? There we go. So yeah, if you're struggling for chemistry because of loyalty or whatever, this guy here, I could easily just go and buy a centre back from his club, and then that's a problem solved there. So very, very easy, really, really beneficial for bronze pack method on that one. Getting the Liga NOS players is going to be the most expensive part of that. And then finally, guys, Vitesse versus Feyenoord. 4 Dutch players, 3 from the Eredivisie. So let's start with that. Let's get to the Eredivisie here. And again, bronze packs here would have been absolutely sensational if you had them or used them. I got lots of silvers here, so we need 4 Dutch. So we'll take him, and we will take him. There is no rating here, guys, so you don't even have to use golds. Look, I'm going to tell you something. Well, I mean, I've told you a million times before. Bronze pack method is 100 billion% the way to go. You pay 400... I didn't mean to open that. We're opening the silver players pack, guys. We're going to see what we get out of this. Bronze pack method is just so good for this. And I'll explain very briefly, very quickly why. Ooh, not bad. He's actually worth a few thousand coins. Leandrinho here, also worth a few thousand coins. I tell you what, that's not bad. A load of German players as well. We actually got a Dutch player in here. I wonder if he's worth something. Oh, no, 5. I mean, there's not many on the market. I'm going to send those all into the club for now. But in terms of bronze packs, when you open a bronze pack, you get 3 players guaranteed minimum. Obviously you have to spend a bit to open enough packs, but not only do you get players, I'm just going to open 1 bronze pack for you guys here and show you. Not only do you get players, which will come in handy, you get fitness cards, which I tried to tag, but you get fitness cards. You get contracts, you get injury cards, you get everything. And then you get all of these players that you could either sell. This guy, there's only 2 on the market. So, I mean, for me, I'll list them up at like 4K, 4.5K. We'll see if he sells. You can either sell them or you can use them in your squads so that you don't have to pay the money. So what I've just done there, obviously, what you should do with this team here, this final Vitesse Arnhem team, is if you've done enough bronze packs, you'll have the Dutch bronze players in the club. So it won't be a problem. I'm going to send him into there. Oh, this is actually quite good for rating. So we get that there. That's Feyenoord club. Why doesn't he strong link? They should strong link. So that's that. Now we need 4 Dutch players. So we're going to go for a Dutch goalkeeper. We're going to go to any. Now, I kind of wish I spent some time opening bronze packs on this pay-to-win account because it would have been so much easier to get to get what we want. We're going to use this guy, Van der Hart. And then we just need 80 chemistry. Now, we've already got 54 chemistry. All of these guys are on perfect chem except for the 1 centre-back. So at this point, what have I got for bronze? I've got Colombian. How many Colombian bronze players have we got? Not enough by the looks of things. Let me have a look exactly how many Colombians I have. And I might just go and buy some Colombian bronzes because they'll be nice and cheap for us. So I have none. So I'm going to go and buy 4 Colombian bronzes to fit in this setup here. Should give us enough chemistry. I will be right back. Okay, guys. So I went and bought a couple of the Colombian players. I didn't notice it was players from the same league, maximum of 4. So we've got the 4 Colombians up the top there, the Eredivisie players down the left-hand side and in goal, and then just a random bronze centre-back in the back line there. As I say, each one of these, 200 coins bought. You can get these from bronze packs, but ultimately you don't really want to be even using silvers. Like, these silvers probably have quite a lot of value right now as people are desperately buying them off the market. Like, yeah, even 1,000 coins, it's just too expensive. Like, don't pay that. Open the bronze packs or buy golds. Golds will be cheaper than silvers because people are silly in this game. We're going to turn that in and get ourselves a premium gold pack. And then for completing the set, we get a premium gold players pack. So I don't expect anything out of these packs, guys. I honestly don't. These packs generally aren't that great. I don't think for week 1 of marquee matchups, I don't think this is unbelievable value for money. Specifically, a couple of those squads there. So we get a premium gold pack and a jumbo gold pack. Yeah, specifically a couple of the squads. They're going to be, because of the way the market trends, specifically for bronze and silver players, it's just going to be crazy expensive to build the squads. As I say, the Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid one, because it's maximum of 3 clubs, it is going to make it very expensive as people look for lazy ways to do it. There are obviously going to be some super, super cheap ways to do it. I honestly just don't think it represents value for money. However, if you guys have got a whole bunch of stuff in your club, a whole bunch of untradables or bronze players and stuff, then you'll get your value out of this. So we're going to get a left mid. It's going to be Nasser Shadley. Nothing too decent out of this pack. Let us move onwards and upwards into the final 2 packs there. Ooh, we get Andreas Pereira, 2K player there. That's not too bad at all. We'll skip on. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad pack. We've got a whole bunch of players in there. I'm going to discard them just because I don't have space in my trade pile. I've really got to get better at doing that. We get then a mixed players pack as well, guys. So 4 gold, 4 silver, 4 bronze. I believe just 1 shiny. Is it going to be a gold one for us? It is not. It's going to be a common gold. It's Awar. It's common gold there. But with the marquee matchups, guys, EA have just put a lot of value on a lot of players. So if you're hoarding players, if you're whoring players, if you've got a whole bunch of players just sitting in your squad, go and price check every single one of them. You'll be surprised how many will just be worth an absolute bomb. As we go into our last pack, guys, are we going to get a board? No, we're not. We get a shiny player. Right mid is going to be Farfan, 79 rated. So for us, we didn't get much luck in the packs at all. I think that common Man United player was probably the most expensive that we packed at about 2,000 coins. Koke actually might be worth a fair bit right now, just because of the La Liga stuff. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, God, I hate this. I hate the fact that you can send them all down in one touch and then have to spend ages sending them all back up. So I'm going to keep this guy. Oops, I want to send him up. I want to send him up. I want to send him up. And I want to send him up. And that, guys, is going to be the end of marquee matchups for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.